Good morning, my name is Itiri Garcia. I am 13 years old. My mom is a fast food worker. I have one brother and one sister. She works very hard. Sometimes she has to work on holidays and even when she's sick. We have been frustrating a lot because we have been suffering with not eating. Sometimes 1 week, sometimes we eat more than 1 week. We don't eat nothing because my mom doesn't have enough money to buy us food. We live in a shelter. That's why I want her to win a union so she can have better wages and more of a say about when she works. That's why I'm speaking up for other children that are going through the same thing as we are or worse than what we are going through. I hope other people will support us so all working parents can spend time with their children on holidays and provide their families and spend time with them every time. Hola, mi nombre es Yatiri, tengo 13 años. Mi mamá trabaja en un restaurante de comida rápida. Tengo un hermano y una hermana. Ella trabaja mucho. Cuando son días festivos, ella trabaja. Cuando está enferma, también trabaja. No pasamos mucho tiempo con ella cuando son días festivos. Mi mamá ha tenido 2 trabajos, ni así hemos podido salir adelante ni tener tiempo con ella. Por eso es que quiero que gane la unión para que tenga un mejor salario y tenga tiempo para nosotros y así tener una mejor vida. Y quiero hoy ser la voz de muchos niños que están pasando por lo mismo que nosotros, y espero en el futuro contar con el apoyo de las diferentes organizaciones y por supuesto tener nuestra unión. 15 y una unión. Gracias.
Yes.
Y claro que sí, al parecer su historia de ella es identificada con muchos de ustedes, muchos chiquitos que están el día de hoy aquí.
We're certain that her story is the same story as that of too many children present here today.
Así es que, bueno, a todos nos llega, ¿verdad? Pero bueno, tenemos que seguir adelante y sí se va a poder, señores, con el favor de Dios y el apoyo de las organizaciones. Recordemos, muchas puertas se nos cierran, pero muchos más se abren. Y ahí es donde tenemos que tener la fe siempre arriba. Y sí se puede.
So I want to welcome everybody out here today. It's just a beautiful thing to see the unity. I'm a security officer here in Silicon Valley, and I've been a security officer since '06. But before that, I was in the service industry, hospitality. I worked. My first job was at the Santa Clara County Fairgrounds. Everybody know where that is? I worked at the San Jose Mile. I was a cashier there. I worked at one of my other jobs when I was coming up here in San Jose was at the Wendy's over on Capitol and Aborn, and so I understand what you guys are going through. I've been there and I'm still there. Even as a security officer, it's a struggle to be out here on these streets. I don't know if you all know or not. I think there's a decision happening for DACA. Does anybody know what happened to DACA today? No. We're talking about hardworking people. This is a fight that has been going on for decades. The time has come for fast food and hospitality in general to own up to what they've been doing. It's $15 is life-changing money. That can make the difference between diapers and food and rent, depending on whether you're going to be living in your car, okay, or renting a room, or hand to God, maybe you could get a one-bedroom apartment if you're lucky in this area. There's a lot of people out here who are paying 50 to 60% of their income towards rent. There's a lot of people here paying a lot for rent. There's a lot of people paying for rent, pay a high rent. But these folks, with all of this income that they're having, why is it a big problem for them to say, hey, you're helping us with our income, why can't we help you with your income? Right?
Right.
So we're not here just to give pressure, but we're here to impress upon these corporations, upon these employers, that we're not here to have our wages stolen from us. That's not what we're here. We're here to help the community be stronger together. Okay? They're a part of the community too. They're here, they're paying rent, we're paying rent, we're all part of the same community. There's no reason for us to not work together to make the community even that much stronger. I'm on the bargaining committee for the USWW Security Officers Union. We're about a quarter of the way for getting our contract, and it is my belief that you all can have your contract as well. There's a way to make it happen. You just got to stick together. That's the main thing. So I'm gonna leave you. You guys are amazing. I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm just gonna say stronger, and you're gonna say together. Is that okay? Yes. Stronger. Together. Stronger. Together. Stronger. Together. That's right. You can do this.
Welcome to our final stop of the day. I gotta thank each and every one of you for being a warrior for justice today. Today, we are showing Silicon Valley's powerful elite that unions are not going anywhere and that we're gonna grow and that we are gonna be strong. And you know what?
We need unions!
We need unions to support our kids. That's why we saved this one for the last. There is children that are suffering because of the management of this particular nonprofit. Are we gonna let them get away with it? No! They're hiding today. They're back at home hiding. So you know what? We're gonna have to be extra loud so they can hear us all the way in their home, okay? We're gonna leave our impression on this place today. So when they come back tomorrow, they're gonna feel our energy of what we left here today. You gonna help me? Today you're gonna hear some sad stories. Some of our workers here have been under attack directly by this employer. This place is responsible for all of the families in Santa Clara County that need help with childcare, getting some type of government subsidy, something to help them take care of their children. They gotta come here. The Four Seas Council. Unfortunately, the boss has been attacking the workers for the last 2 years now, refusing to negotiate, refusing to get a contract, and bringing in temporary workers to take over permanent workers' jobs just because temporary workers cannot join the union. Is that right? No! They're now up to 40% of the workforce of this organization now is temporary workers. They're doing that for no other reason but to try to break the union. If you're responsible for children, is that the right thing to do? No! Do we care about our family? Yes! Do we care about our kids? Yes! Do we care about our jobs? Yes! Then let's show them what we can do. We have some amazing people that work for the Four Seas that are going to share a little bit about your story. And then after this, what are we going to do? We're going to go back to the Union Hall and we're going to celebrate this amazing victory that we had today for all of these actions that we did. But first, let's hear from our brother. Mario, are you ready? Let's give it up for Mario.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Sí se puede, ¿verdad? You know, I'm going to give you this message basically that we need unions here in the Silicon Valley, and I'll tell you why. I dedicated more than 20 years of service to the underserved in this community for this agency, this nonprofit agency. I was brought in by the wonderful Sofia Mendoza, who was the chairperson of the board of this organization for some time ago. But then after a while, it started getting bad. It started really getting worse to the point that they ousted her from the board. And then it got even worse as a result of that. And over time, I learned and I saw that there was a lot of retaliation, a lot of impropriety, and a lot of my coworkers saw the same thing. And because of all that retaliation and all the disciplines that were unwarranted, because of all the maltreatment that they were having, not only to the workers here, but also to the child care providers who were charged with taking care of children. You know, because of this, the members decided that it was time to get a voice. And so we reached out to SEIU and we in July, and then in August we got the vote that we said yes, we could have it. And ever since then they've been fighting us. They've been fighting us every step of the way, hiring these high-powered attorneys to try to break our union. But we are strong and we stand steadfast, and we're not going to let that happen. So that is why we need unions, because we need a voice in this community, and we are just simply not going to take it anymore. And that's why we are fighting for this, and we hope with your help we're going to achieve that. Well, we are going to achieve that. What am I saying? Eventually down the line we will, and that is why we need unions. So we urge everybody to be in solidarity with us and to go to the SEIU website and just basically to, email the board of directors here that now is the time to start getting smart about how you treat your people, how you treat your providers, how you treat the children that you're supposed to be serving. Because these guys are right now, they're kind of trembling because they've got 4 different audits coming at them, and I'm pretty sure they're a little worried about that. So we'd like to say that please, continue on strong in this fight, because we're going to win it eventually down the line. Damas y caballeros, muchísimas gracias por todo el apoyo. Okay.
So don't forget, they fired Mario. So we're going to fight to get his job back, right? We're going to fight to get his job back, right? All right, Mario, we got your back, brother. The next 4C's worker is named Fred. He's worked here for many, many years. Fred, come on up, share your story. Just give it up for Fred.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, my name is Fred. Actually, my full name is Fernando Corrales Brion. So I'm half Filipino and half Spanish. I've been in this business in finance for 43 years of my career. So when you give me the number, I know how to balance it. When we give them the number, they don't know how to balance it. So this is really, really ridiculous on what is happening to us right now. So we have been trying to get a union contract for the past 2 years. But instead of settling a contract at 4Cs, is wasting our taxpayers' money. Money on high-priced lawyers. How many lawyers they hired to bust us? Probably by now is 6 lawyers. High price. Can you imagine the expenses they did with the lawyers instead of taking care of us? It's so easy to take care of us, but why? It's because they don't want us to succeed. So right now, I feel that management is failing its mission in serving the children and working families. 4Cs is a private, non-profit agency that receive your taxpayers' money. All of us are taxpayers' money. It needs to be held accountable. And that's what we're trying to push so hard for 2 years. To see to it that they are accountable, and if they made a mistake, they pay the price. Isn't that true? Yes! Yeah. So, undergoing multiple audits, as what my colleague, my buddy here, Mario, from the California state auditors right now, hopefully, one day, our wish will be granted. They will find multiple violations that they did. As far as we're concerned, we're gonna succeed as a union. The union has been good and so powerful with us and helping us through the days after days after days, minutes after minutes, months after months, now 2 years. What do we get? As of now, nothing, but we will win this. We will win this. What we are asking right now from management, they need to change their threat of employees. We are beating threatened. Mario was one who got fired. Who is next? Me, as a negotiator, my buddy Virgilio, Putia, Tui. Who's gonna be next? How can they do this type of things while we're late for 1 minute and I got written off? And putting a warning on us? You are late by 1 minute. And we were fighting these things. Fighting it. Why? Why are we late for 1 minute and you're doing this to us? I don't think it's right. Is that right? No! You're late for 1 minute and you got written off and giving you a warning, don't be late again or else I'm going to write you up again. And then suddenly what's next? Fire us? I don't think it's right. So we would like to have them foster a professional and ethical team environment. And I want that. That values open communication and transparency with the workers and the community. 4C needs to settle a union contract with us right now. It's been so long. It's been so long, 2 years. So I will end up with the word. I'm also a professional singer in need. I had this sung by a great artist called Whitney Houston, but I'm not gonna sing it. But I will say the word, the first 4 words of this thing. I believe that the children are our future. Isn't that true? Yes. So teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty we possess inside as a parent. I have 2 children. I have my son with me here, Eric, with disability. I brought him here, Eric. And look at all the children right now. And this is our job. This is our work. Community Child Care Center, Council. What do? We take care of our children. We take care of the community. What do? Instead of supporting us? They're not doing it. And I want them to do it by all your support right now. And I thank you all. Thank you very much for letting me speak here.
There's a lot of power here today. So we're now moving on childcare from the people that help people get childcare to the actual childcare providers. Across the state of California, there's about 60,000 childcare providers that want to join a union. But we're going to have to change the law in order to do it because they're classified as private businesses. So they use these laws that keep large giant corporations from having a monopoly, and they apply it to individual childcare providers that work out of their homes. And so technically it's against the law for them to join a union. We need a governor that's willing to change that law. We have no problem getting the legislation to the governor's desk every single year. But we've never had a governor that thought enough about the child care workers to sign that bill. Is that right? No. We're going to change that. We're going to need to keep our voices loud so that whoever the next governor is knows they don't have a choice. These workers deserve a union. They need a union. They want it, and they do it because they care about the children they provide. So Lorena is actually a provider, and she's going to share a little bit about her own story. Come on up, Lorena. Let's hear it for Lorena.
Hello, everybody, and wow, love is in the air. Oh, yes. I'm very honored to be here and representing all the child care providers of Santa Clara County. Our job is a necessity for our families, and we do a great job, don't we, child care providers, right? We're not babysitters, we are educators, that we educate children. Here's my 2 kids. I started this job because I wanted to take care of my children and help other families to educate them. So one of the reasons that I want to say about what I'm here for is to support my child care providers as well as the forces workers. Child care providers are a critical piece of this puzzle in labor, market, and local economy, yet lack a basic worker protections that make it impossible for them to move into poverty. Therefore, child care workers are calling to the right to collectively bargain in the state and a strong union so they can improve their work conditions and provide the best quality care for the children and families they serve. On this Labor Day, we implore our state leaders to forego telling us how much they value workers and instead showing us. We deserve to have support from them. We don't get sorry, I got nervous. We don't get enough support. We don't get pensions. We don't get health care. We do a great job, don't we? Yes. So I'm here to support not only the child care providers, but also the 4C employees and everybody else, you guys. So God bless you and have a great day.
Thank you.
Ok, voy a hacer en español ahora algo más reducido. Les voy a decir que aquí estoy representando a todas las proveedoras de Santa Clara County porque nosotros hacemos un trabajo estupendo porque no somos unas niñeras como nos consideran, somos unas educadoras porque nosotros educamos a los niños, los preparamos para que vayan a preescolar o a kindergarten. Y aquí estoy para también soportar a todos los trabajadores de 4Cs por las injusticias que han pasado. Yo he sido witness de una injusticia que pasó, que hubo una junta en donde el señor Villaseñor discriminó a nosotras las proveedoras y aquí yo, su servidora, Rita, y otra proveedora le dijimos que no estaba bien lo que estaba haciendo con nosotros, que nos debía respetar. Y después de que yo hablé, las 2 meses me quitó, no me recontrataron con el programa de Early Gestar, para que vean qué tantas injusticias pasa aquí en Four Seas. Por eso estoy aquí, para representar a todas, y la unión hace la fuerza, ¿verdad? Sí se puede.
Maria, you want to introduce your work? So we actually have some striking fast food workers that actually want to thank everybody for their support today. Let's bring them up.
Nosotros somos del McDonald's que fuimos primero. Les agradecemos por su apoyo y porque ya estábamos cansados de tantas injusticias, de que nos han discriminado, nos han tratado mal y queremos mejores sueldos porque nos han robado muchos sueldos. Y muchas gracias.
¡Sí se pudo! ¡Sí se pudo! ¡Sí se pudo! ¡Sí se pudo! We want to recognize 2 of our own city council members here in San Jose. From the beginning, always stood with workers. They're not even here as elected officials. They're here as people that have just been part of the progressive movement. So if he's still here, Sergio Jimenez from the city council, who also used to be a former SCIU 521 worker at the county. So let's give it up for Sergio. And then we also have councilman and former councilman and current assemblyman Ash Kalra, who has been one of the greatest champions for working people. So now, we get to go have some fun. We get to go and share some time with each other. Share our stories. Share stories about our families. Really join together. Because if we're going to be able to win this war, we're going to have to stick together. We're going to have to keep supporting each other. Public employees, healthcare employees, home care workers, child care providers, Four Seas nonprofits, everybody, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Carl's Jr., every single type of worker is going to have to join together. And if you have the ability today to join your union, you should sign up to be a member. And if you want to create a union, then let's get together and start one, because that's the way we're going to be able to build power, right? In the labor movement, we do something called the unity clap, okay? So we're going to end with the unity clap, because when we fight, when we fight, when we fight, cuando luchamos, cuando luchamos, cuando luchamos. All right, here's how it starts. Slow. A little faster. ¡Que vive la mujer! ¡Que viva a trabajadores! ¡Los niños y niñas! Okay, everybody. I hope you had a good day with us today. We had a wonderful time sharing with you. Let's all go back to the Union Hall. Let's go have some fun. Let's all be together and share one big family, okay? Good work.